Aries, we are here to do your February reading, and I'm in my sloppy joys because I'm multitasking. But I have pulled the cards and I am looking at your astrology. I'm a psychic medium. I have tuned into your energy and I'm like, right, we've got to get into this. Now, uniquely enough, moving into the first few weeks, what we are going to find, and especially for your zodiac sign, Venus is going to be in Aries. Now, Chiron is currently in Aries. Your career sector is heightened. But it's almost like with the nodes at the moment, what I'm seeing is a trend moving into the Pisces moon. You're going to be linking in with like-minded spiritual individuals. And it's almost like with Juno going retrograde, Juno is going to be in Libra. So it's the balancing of the scales. We have been quite focused on family and work, finances and connections. And it's almost like the scale is moving towards the connection paradigm. Now, within connections, it's ironic that the Leo full moon on the 9th is going to be in your 5th house, and it's connected to romance, birth, children, and luck. You also have the Aries and Chiron placement, and I'm hearing psychically the only thing that is stopping you is you standing in your way at the moment, and that's with anything you're wishing to manifest. This can be you being open to it, whether somebody in a pain body experience in the past has triggered you. You also have, let me have a good hunt. Juno is going to be in your 7th house of marriages, contracts and partnership, and it's turning over that new leaf. It's looking back in a pain body experience, and it's unique that the large subject matter really is covering your spiritual connections, your interconnections with things, your subconscious mind, your telepathic connection. You're wanting something more deep and meaningful, and it needs to be really connecting like a vibe-orientated tribe. Let's get into the read. Your crowning energy. You have 5 of Earth in reverse. Now, again, when abundance comes up, this can be, in general, a push-pull energy, needing to focus on 2 things. Now, finances and emotions are deeply interconnected. And I am feeling this energy with the reversal of it, almost feeling like you're pulled in between 2 areas. Your old energy of what you learned was very much to focus on that of what you can control, but moving into the 23rd, we have the Pisces moon, and it is your 12th house activation. So for you guys in general, it's almost like you're having this person playing out in your head, or you have this thing playing over in your head, and it could be a song as well. I'm feeling this almost like an overwhelming battle between the ego and the download. I should really call it this within it, because you internally may be scared to tackle certain areas of life, but spiritually it's almost like it's nagging at you like a beacon or a lighthouse. The first energy you've got coming up, you got the 10 of Earth. Things really on the home front are going to settle down where you can actually shift your energy onto something else. Now, something pertaining to home might be coming up. It can be connecting with a family, a romantic interest. Somebody could be changing homes. With the Cancer eclipse, this was collective energy. People moving in, people moving out, old areas changing, renovation on homes. There are shifting vibrations when it does come to the home domain. There can be also, again, when we say new energy coming in, depending on if you're in the coupledom, it could be the creation of a new energy between you. Again, it is just new energy in general shaking up the home domain with the eclipse that we had in Cancer. Now, some of those subjects might have come up very heavily in the last 2 weeks of January, and it was a very heavy energy. It was because of the conjunction with Saturn and Pluto in Capricorn, and they were making quite nasty aspects in the last 1 to 2 weeks of the month, which were activating a lot of solar plexus for the collective. Moving in, it's almost like with the Mars in Capricorn, it's what we're fighting for. We're going to be really disconcerting, because the weight of the energy plus the feeling and the vibration, it's almost like we're out with the old, in with the new energy. New decade. Again, we aren't completely going to be out of the woods probably until March, but there is movement and romanticism I'm hearing, especially with Mercury retrograde. You may find people from the past will come back, and again, it is your 12th house. So how do I put it? Mercury's going retrograde on the third. Mercury's moving into Pisces, and then it is going retrograde. Now, Juno also on the 8th is going retrograde, like I mentioned. By the time we have the Pisces moon on the 23rd, you're really going to be tuning into a person. This could be the person you're romantically connected to, romance and what it should look like in general, be it coupled or single, or a direct person. And I'm feeling for many of you, this is a direct person. Now, you're going to feel quite immobilized initially. You're going to meditate upon this, and I feel this is by the Leo moon. And it's odd because your reading in general is really coming up as what you're wanting to invest in, you're going to pause upon it regardless. There's the feeling of pausing, and I'm not getting the Chariot in reverse as a negative thing. I think it's more a meditated state with the Leo moon. Focusing on realities and falsities, not being unwell. It's not ascension symptoms or any of that degree. It's not due to a block in the path. You're looking at reality-based situations. You're also potentially, old triggers especially can come up when it does come to your movement moving forward. You've then got the energy of, now these are seeds well planted. It's like, okay, and again with Mercury retrograde, people coming back from the past, I'm sort of feeling like this is a completely new way of dealing with a situation. And this is where you or another person is going to be visiting, reaching out in 3D. Moving forward, it's also you actually taking a leap in particular directions, career, love, family, in general, pausing and then moving forward. And I feel it's near the new moon in Pisces. The energies will still play out prior to that, but you may find more energy occurring towards the back end of the month. Again, money and work. I'll look at money and work, family and tribe, health, the unseen, in your romance house. And I'm telling you, large themes are coming through romance. That's why I'm sort of looking at the other areas going, I'm telling you, you focus. Look, if you're working on a career and you've been in the game a while, I'm feeling the fruits of your labour. You're looking into how you can do something different, but still do the same thing. And that is quite largely aspected for you guys. So some of you may continue to do something very similar, but you'll be up in your head about it. But the funny thing is, the way the cards are coming through, it almost feels like that's going on the back burner for a bit. The focus of that factor is going on the back burner, and your head and your heart are really in another area, and it is connecting to a person you know. Your family don't know. Let's see if it says the same, because I'm sort of feeling like I should have just jumped into romance. Yeah, you don't want to. You know this person, Aries. Come on already. Okay, those of you that are single, you know what you want to do. This could even be articulating to your current partner what you're wanting and where they stand in the matrix of importance. So I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing at the way the cards are playing out. You have been there, done that, and you know who you want to invest in. Again, okay, you might be getting advice from family or people in your group, or, it could even be from YouTube. You're trying to get some guidance into how to deal with this. Now, the guidance, it may be that a gift is coming to you. Do you overextend or do... under offer, over deliver? That's what I'm hearing. You've got some things going on in your mind, Aries. This could, again, remember the energies can reverse, so this could be what your person's thinking about you. This could even be your belief system, but for many of you, it is the way you're looking at this energy moving forward. Your health. You're all on romance capital. I'm telling you, you feel an unjust situation happened and maybe you made the wrong decision. And again, it's really tuning into the romance, and with Juno going retrograde, it is going to be in Libra. You're going to bring the balance back in this situation. It's about, okay, what do we need to do? You're not quite ready to make a judgment in a negative tone, I'm feeling, for those of you that are on the fence. But this is what you can do to rectify the situation, to get it to a very, very deep spiritual connection by the Pisces new moon. Now, the unseen. You can't even focus right now. Look, but if you do not deal with this situation, this is strongly what I'm feeling. You've got focus, focus, focus. This is in the unseen. Now, this is deep passion. It's in reverse. You literally cannot focus. You're thinking about love. This is from your perspective, their perspective. It's love in general, and a person in general. It's in your head. You can't focus. And I'm feeling this is by the 12th house activation. There could have been some sadness in the past. Some things you guys have experienced together that caused drama, and it may be a time when you're coming back to the table to actually smooth things out. This could be even if you have been in a relationship. January and 2019 was pretty heavy. A lot of the focus have been on finances and romance, and I'm feeling you're ready to turn over a new leaf and really get that connection going where you're anchoring in. You've got Queen of Earth as your crowning energy. Wanting to make time for this person, wanting to make time for the person you love, being in a way either, situations feeling quite, stagnant in the energy, or miscommunication last month and potentially past tense related, but wanting to come in and smooth this situation out. This person is someone you deem as an emperor or empress, and maybe, They treated you correct. They weren't manipulative. They treat you in general correct. You might feel they're a bit disconnected at the moment, but overall in general they've pretty much treated you quite correct. This could be you on them. Remember, the energy can swap. Okay, you feel if something's not done right now, this is going to become so stagnant. So it's like I'm almost feeling it's like a, how do you put it? Valentine's Day. It's like I just keep hearing Valentine's Day. Wanting to have something special, wanting to do something special. Yeah, you're excited about this. You want to surprise this person. You want to have this new situation. There may have been, you've got this card in reverse. Now, the clarifier is baby. And again, I do this in a very general way when I get my download psychically. So connect the dots how you feel. Between the two of you, there might have been one or the other that was giving advice, and one or the other spiritually had not got to the point where they felt emotionally able to handle certain ways of viewing things. One or the other might have had a child. But I'm feeling this is more in general. It's not to do with that. It's a spiritual maturity energy or a mindset and a view to do with something. Wanting to take baby steps as well when the other person had been doing baby steps for quite a while, and now it appears that something in your life, Aries, I feel has balanced out. You got fortune in reverse. You are grateful this person. You met the person, you love the person, you feel for the person. All of this is gratitude, and it's this overwhelming heart chakra activation. You do feel overall this person is your wishes coming true. And you do feel fortunate to have met them regardless. Okay. You guys, your energy's funny this month. It's quite... Can you hear my bell? Bear with me. I'll be back to read these. Back again. Okay, I'm just not going to argue with the cards, I'm telling you, because they're saying the same thing. Now, what it's asking you to do is from an emotional point of view. Now, this can be something that you feel in a sense of a vibration that someone's coming towards you, or it can actually be the energy that you're taking on. And again, with the 12th house, your subconscious mind, spiritual connection with source plus your path. You're being asked to, which is whale, soul's path, honor your soul's purpose. It's a nagging energy of what you're supposed to be doing. You may actually be getting telepathic communication. Again, your guides are asking you to cooperate with the energy of what you're guided to do. That there is going to be a breakthrough in the month of February. You are going to need to adapt, but it's almost this knowingness that in order to acknowledge what the truth is, it can mean reaching a point of acceptance and not fighting it. Not being harsh on yourself and judging yourself, but you may feel uncomfortable because this is moving. Okay, this is a very beautiful transformation inside the relationship sector for you guys. It's also the energy that you're more than your finances. It's a beautiful frequency coming through. It can also be very separately where you guys are coming to a revelation in your mind that, you know, what your spiritual worth is, that potentially, you know, at times we underestimate this, and it's really unique because I was talking to my sibling who's a Leo, and it happened to be the first video I did. And with the Leo moon, you know, the strength, and we were talking together today about value and a beautiful lesson that a friend taught me when it came to money and spirituality. And somebody gave me a very generous gift, and they said, you know, I had always been used to giving. And my mindset was quite conditioned to, you have to do in order to get, which is, you know, being your own vibration, and part of the soul path is very much, you know, growing and changing and purging and evolving, and being accepting of that process, but also coming to a peaceful place where you actually, your value increases because you have respect towards yourself. You are more understanding towards yourself, more loving. It can feel really frightening outgrowing a way of being, and especially if you're being nagged to move in a particular direction, or this is linking in completely just to love. It's both, because it's union with self and then it's union with others, and there's this very beautiful transformation happening with you guys at the moment. I wish you all the very best. I'd love to hear your comments and tell me how this directly relates. This transformation that you guys are going to go through is going to be a breakthrough. I do feel very good energy with business. I will say that. It's almost like I'm being told you don't need to worry about it. It's going to be fine. Any other area, I feel you're just choosing a tribe, but I do feel this is a real beautiful transformation, and there can be a lot of communication coming through of forgiveness, really needing to reach out to particular people to find the heart chakra center of forgiveness and release. You may not feel comfortable doing it, but it feels right. It feels right. And it is part of your process. So if you have a lot of BS around you, you know, universe is trying to take you to higher grounds. Love and light. I'll see you soon.